back to my channel. My name is Brie, and in today's video I'm going to be recapping my January goals, and we'll see if I was able to reach every single one of my goals. So let's go ahead and start. I have my monthly goals here, and I will just go over them really quick before we move on to the actual video. So my first goal was to reach a net worth of $454,000. And then second goal was to lower our spending by $600 or 6.94% compared to January 2025. And then the third goal, which is kind of a result of the second goal, so by lowering our spending, we are increasing our saving, and also do a January no spend challenge. That was my last goal, my fourth goal in January. So let's go and go over my my spending. Basically, this is kind of, let's see, this is my budget here, and this is my budget here, and this is kind of a comparison of last year, January 2025, and this year, January 2026. So over here I had the amount that I wanted that was gonna make me reach my goals of my my spending rate. And then over here I have the actual compared to last year. Okay, so total living expenses, last year we spent $6,934.67, and then my goal was to spend $6,605.48, you know. And then actual, we were able to spend, I don't know if you can, let me zoom in a little bit, there you go. So the actual, we ended up spending $6,395.52. So instead of $694, we actually spent 7.77% less than what we budgeted for. And groceries, we wanted to lower groceries by 8%. Grocery went down by 37%, which is great. We were really good when it came to groceries. And then family fun, we actually didn't do anything for family fun, so we ended up saving pretty much all of our family fun. Did we spend anything for family fun? Yeah, we didn't spend anything in family fun, so we kept that. Yeah. And then internet was 15%. Internet, I think I'm gonna scratch this one out because, yeah, the utility bills, I don't think, the only utility bills that we can control more or less will be gas and electricity. Besides that, I'm not gonna try to like pretend to come up with an amount that I will not go under. That's just not gonna happen. And then eating out, we the goal was to spend 20% less, and we ended up spending almost 48% less than what we spent last year. So last year we spent 192. This year I budgeted 150. We ended up spending just $100 in eating out. So when it came to our spending, we pretty much met every single goal except maybe the internet. But the overall, the main one, not the action step, the main one, we were able to meet that goal. So I'm going to put it here. So our net income in January, I'm really excited to use this tracker here because I want to be able to see the actual rate of our compared to our net income, because my budget is usually based off of the gross income, so I never really had a rate based on the net income. So I'm really excited to use this year. Okay, so our net income in January was 12,100, and let me zoom out. Okay, so 12,196 and 88 cents was our net income. And then our monthly spending was 7,680 and 90 cents, which is a spending rate of 63%, which is great because my goal this year is to get our monthly expenses down to 65% of our net income. Okay, and then sinking funds, I'm going to add my emergency funds to my sinking funds. So that was 3,275, which is 27%. And then my savings challenges, we were able to put 1,240 and 98 cents, 1,240 towards our savings challenges. So that is 1,240 and 98 cents, I guess. That is 10%. Yeah, so that is my saving challenges were 10% of our net income, which is great because my goal was to get to 7%, increase our savings rate by 7%, and we did 10%, which is amazing. But yeah, so this is it for this expenses savings rate tracker. Like I said, I am really excited to use this tracker. I want to be able to see, as long as we are under 65, I'm going to be really happy about that. Okay, and then moving on to my net worth calculation. I need my spreadsheet for this. Okay, so let's put this to the side and then we can start over here. I think I'm supposed to do contribution first. Yeah, I'm supposed to do contribution. Alright, so contribution, my 401k was okay, 1,760 was my 401k contribution, and then my company's match was 352, and I was able to contribute to my F.I.R.E, and I did 7,500, and then HSA was 300, and I didn't put anything into my solo, nothing here either. Okay, and so in total, my January contribution were 300 plus 7,500 plus 352 plus 1,760. We have a total of 9,912. It's very high because of my Roth IRA. If you take out the Roth IRA, it will be just like 2,412 a month, which is still a lot. And I'm really, really grateful that I'm able to save all of that every single month. But yeah, so that is my contribution tracker. I try to like track my contribution because I have a specific goal of how much I want to be able to save every year. So that's why I have my contribution tracker here. Okay, moving on to my this one, my monthly net worth calculation. So in our emergency funds, we have, let's see, we have 34,871 and 94 cents, and nothing, no liability here. So 34,871 and 94 cents. And then I wonder if I should be tracking my, I'm not going to be tracking the envelope savings. And then HSA cash, I have 2,000 in my cash account. And then my HSA investment, I have 19,061 and 78 cents. $19,061 and 78 cents. And then my Fidelity brokerage, I have 6,215 and 43 cents. 6,215 and 43 cents. And then my rollover IRA, I have 165, 436 and 54 cents. 165, 436 and 54 cents. And then my Roth IRA, I had 10,193 and 36 cents. 10,193 and 36 cents. And then my solo 401k, I don't know if I should put something into this. I'll do that probably next year or something. I have 63,506 and 35 cents. $63,506 and 35 cents. And then my work 401k is 79,682 and 14 cents. 79,682 and 14 cents. And then my rental, I have been keeping this at 170,000, and I do have a mortgage, which is 99,000. 113 and 27 cents. So that means I have an equity of 70,886 and 73 cents, and no credit card debt. Okay, so here is 99,113 and 27 cents. Let's add all the assets. $550, $967 and 54 cents. And if we take out the 99,113.27 cents, haha. So my emergency funds, I made a mistake. I only put down the my ally, forgetting that I had a CD at a different bank, which I have $20,000. So it's supposed to be 54. It's 54. There we go. And then this one is supposed to be 570. $570. Okay. Plus the 20K is 471. 854 and 27 cents is my net worth for the month of January, and which means that I made my goal of 154. What happened? All the savings charges that I did last year went towards our emergency funds, and I did not factor that into this. So this is highly underestimated. Ooh. Yeah, 17,000. So which is kind of more or less how much I was able to save about, I think it was 16,000 last year. And part of it went towards some of my sinking funds, part of it went to our travel funds, and the rest went towards our emergency funds. But yeah, so I was able to kind of, achieve every single goals that I set for myself in the month of January, which is awesome. So goal number 1 was net worth of 454,000. Recap: I was able to reach a net worth of 471,000, mainly due to the 2025 savings charges that I did not factor, that I failed to take into consideration. I'm putting this down so next year I'll remember to add my 2026 savings challenges into my net worth for January 2027 goals. Okay, the second goal: lower our spending rate by 7%. We did better than that. And lowered our monthly expenses by 10% compared to January 2025. And then the third goal, which is increase our savings rate by 7%, we were able to increase our savings rate not by 7%, but by 10%, which is awesome and a huge accomplishment. Okay, then the fourth goal was no spend. This one was hard. This one was very hard. Since impulse shopping tends to be such a problem, and having to take a break, take a second to think about added value. But it was a great exercise. There you go. Okay, I don't have any closing thoughts right now. I will probably gather myself a little bit later and sit down and write my closing thoughts. But yeah, so this is it for my monthly goal recap, and I have my monthly Networth Tracker here that I need to do, and I have a few more things that I have to do, and we should be done. Okay, so in January my contribution was $9,912, and then gained, oh, I need my December. I need to see where I ended my year end. Right here. Okay, so January, we had 570,967.54 worth of assets. Then we had a 99,113.27 worth of liability, for a total net worth of 471,854.27 in net worth. Okay. So 471,854.27 minus my December year end, 444,888.02. That means it went up compared to December by 26,000. Oh, you did. Okay, so it went up by 26,966.27, which means I had a market appreciation of 17,054.25. I wonder if I should have added my savings challenges that I did last year. Yeah, I wonder if I should have done that, but I don't. How much was I able to save altogether last year? Okay, so last year I was able to save 16,000. I put 10,601 into savings funds. I mean emergency funds. Yeah, I should probably add that. Because the 17,000 in gain is not accurate. Man, I need a new hideout. Okay, 9,912 plus 10,600. Okay, so contribution is actually 20,512, which is a lot more accurate. And then the market appreciation was 6,454 and 27 cents, which is better. So compared to last year, that's a market appreciation of 1.45%. Yeah, which is my average return that I've been getting every single month, depending on the month, but the average is usually around like 1 to 2% per month. Some months it's higher, some months it's less, but throughout the whole year it averages out to like 1.5% every month. Okay, so I think that is it. I think I did everything that I was supposed to do. Okay. Now we can put all of this back in my planner and we'll be done. So this is Q1 and it looks like I've already achieved my net worth of $460 that I started for the quarter. But who knows, there's still like 2 months to go in the quarter and the market can crash tomorrow. Who knows? And then I don't think it's okay. Yeah, I will write my final thoughts a little bit later because I really, as you can see, one of my goals is also to practice conscious spending. And I did that in January and oh my god, like I said, it was very hard. Especially when you have a child who wants instant gratification and you're trying to teach them about delayed gratification and they don't want to hear it. And by child I mean my daughter. But so far she's been very good actually. She understands the concept of mommy being on a no spend and she has been really good about that. Okay, so that is it. I was able to get to my net worth, made my goal, made more than my goal. Of instead of 454, I was able to make a $421,000 goal. I was able to lower our spending rate, not by 7% but by 10%, which increase our saving rate as well. And we were very successful at the no spend challenge in the month of January. So yeah, so that is going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much so much for taking the time out of the day to hang out with me in this very long video. Yeah, don't forget to like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you like what you see on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye and happy savings.